Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're having an amazing evening so far. My name is Janine and I'm a 7th grader with Bronx Lacrosse. Tonight we have such an amazing event planned out for you all. Bronx Lacrosse has provided me with so much motivation and support, and I'm beyond grateful for that. I hope you enjoy our event tonight. Bye!
Welcome everyone. What an exciting time for Bronx Lacrosse. In a moment, we'll be joined by Dan Leventhal, the founder and executive director of Bronx Lacrosse. I'm Paul Carcaterra, and Bronx Lacrosse has a special meaning to me. Why? My father Lawrence taught in the South Bronx for 32 years and showed my two brothers and my sister an authentic and loving way to assist and give to underserved communities. That was his passion that burns inside of us to this very day. Another passion we share with all of you is the great sport of lacrosse. To be involved with Bronx Lacrosse is a tremendous opportunity for everyone who has that giving spirit. Today, you are helping give young boys and girls the resources, structure, drive, and passion to create their very own opportunities on the field and in the classroom. As a result, these young lacrosse players will have the tools for a brighter future, and I thank you for that. Throughout this evening, you will have an opportunity to give back with the ability to donate by texting to pledge. The information is right below. Text Bronx Lax to 31996. There will also be fantastic auction items for all of you to bid on. Your generosity is so appreciated. Dan, 3 years ago, you launched Bronx Lacrosse. Why?
Paul, great to be here this evening. So in lower income communities, kids have way less access to organized sports and other opportunities. And it's no coincidence that in those areas as well, there's also higher rates of asthma, obesity, and hunger, okay? I witnessed this firsthand when I was a middle school teacher in the South Bronx. When I first got there, there was a basketball team for boys only that had 12 spots. If you weren't on that team, you were out of luck. There were no organized sports or opportunities for kids to play in. I founded Bronx Lacrosse to really help with this disparity. Now, you've been a part of organized sports, and so many people have, and you know the benefits from being a part of a team. It gives you a sense of community, belonging. It gives kids a motivation to work harder in school and on the field as well. It gives them friendships that they may not have otherwise had. I founded Bronx Lacrosse to give students this opportunity.
You're doing amazing work, by the way, and we applaud you. The lacrosse community gets behind you. If you had to describe the current state of Bronx Lacrosse, what would you tell our viewers?
Yeah, so right now we're partnered with 3 schools in the South Bronx, okay? This is one of the most underserved congressional district in the country. We're partnered with 3 schools, 2 middle schools and a high school. We have 130 kids in the program. Now lacrosse is honestly, it's just a fraction of what we do. Okay, in addition to the lacrosse and physical activity component of our program, we offer kids academic and behavioral intervention services. We give kids mentoring, tutoring, team building, and social emotional skill building so we can help our kids achieve their highest goals both on and off the field.
What are you most proud of in regards to how Bronx Lacrosse not only helped the players, but the families during the pandemic?
Yeah, well, Paul, the South Bronx got hit disproportionately harder during this COVID crisis. Okay, many families had jobs where they couldn't work remotely, so there was a loss of jobs. And Bronx Lacrosse knew we had to be there for our students and families more than ever during these times. Okay, so the first component we did was we needed to make sure that we were there for our kids despite being virtual. So what we did was we set up weekly check-ins, weekly group meetings, virtual team building activities to make sure our kids were engaged. We also set up a tutoring program to make sure our kids were getting assistance and on top of their academics during virtual programming. That was absolutely essential for us. In addition, what we're really proud of is we surveyed our families during the pandemic to see what were their greatest needs. How could Bronx Lacrosse help you? And a large portion of our families noted that due to either loss of jobs or other scenarios because of the pandemic, people were really struggling to buy groceries and get food. So Bronx Lacrosse actually launched a food security initiative for our program participants and families, which raised over $50,000 so we could help ensure that our families were met with their basic essentials and had the ability and liberty to go choose their own groceries at the store. And that program lasted from the spring all the way through the summer so we could provide that support for them as well.
What will giving today provide all of your players and their families moving forward?
Paul, Bronx Lacrosse participants and families need our program now more than ever. With all the uncertainties from the COVID pandemic, our program is essential in providing students an outlet, an opportunity to help meet their goals, and be a resource for our students and families. Providing and supporting our program will help us be with our kids every step of the way as we navigate these uncharted territories together, whether that's in-person programming, remote programming, so we can be with them every step of the way.
Dan, when you think of the future of Bronx Lacrosse, what does it look like to you?
Well, in the immediate future, we need to continue what we've been doing. We've been doing some great work virtually. We had a parent survey that went out that said 97% of our parents actually believe that our program helped maintain their kids in a positive mindset throughout the pandemic. We've also just recently started in-person clinics this summer, which have been awesome to get back together with our group. So we're looking to continue that immediately into this fall.
How about long-term, though, when you see it a little bit deeper down the road?
Yeah, long-term, this is a sport. Lacrosse is an amazing sport, but it's not where it needs to be in terms of diversity. What we're doing at Bronx Lacrosse, we want to change that. We're starting kids playing in 5th and 6th grade, and we want them continuing from middle school to high school and ultimately on to college. We want our kids to use lacrosse as a vehicle to help improve their lives and reach their full potential and goals. And if it's not even a college lacrosse player, just having our kids use lacrosse as an opportunity for them to work harder and stay on the right path is something we're really trying to do with our program.
Dan, that was amazing stuff, and I thank you for your tireless work. Today, we have some special guests within the Bronx and lacrosse communities who will share some profound words with all of you. We now will be joined by Bronx Assembly Member Michael Blake, Councilwoman Vanessa Gibson, Congressional candidate Richie Torres, and former Johns Hopkins great and current PLL player Kyle Harrison.
What's going on, everybody? Bronx Lacrosse. This is Assemblyman Michael Blake. I just had to show you love as you're continuing to do the work. I just need you to stay in the game of life. No matter how hard it is in 2020, I know you are trying to find a way, but just stay in the game. So maybe you're on the attack, maybe you're trying to clear, maybe you're in the crease, but I just need you to stay in the game. Don't stop right now. Everything you've been doing has been helping people to survive and to thrive and to make it. So Bronx Lacrosse, proud of you, grateful for you, and again, stay in the game.
Hi everyone, this is Bronx Council Member Vanessa Gibson of District 16 in the Bronx, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to our annual gala celebrating Bronx Lacrosse. Bronx Lacrosse not only enriches the lives of so many of our young people through lacrosse, but also provides academic support, enrichment opportunities, as well as mentoring opportunities, and really making sure that we provide access and opportunity for so many of our young children. I am so proud as a local council member to support Bronx Lacrosse with an allocation in the budget each year to continue their great work in School District 9. So once again, thank you all for joining us on this annual celebration, this recognition, this gala celebration for Bronx Lacrosse. I wish you continued success in the years to come. Congratulations.
Well, first, I want to convey my deep gratitude to Bronx Lacrosse for being a great friend of the Bronx. Bronx Lacrosse has been at the forefront of teaching low-income Bronxites a sport that they might otherwise never learn, affording opportunities to those in greatest need. And when COVID-19 broke out and food insecurity rose to a new level, Bronx Lacrosse was out there in the field distributing food to everyday residents here in the Bronx. So thank you, Bronx Lacrosse, for being a great friend to the borough of the Bronx.
What's going on, guys? Kyle Harrison here. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, wearing our masks, all that good stuff. For those of you that have started school and you're going back into classrooms, I hope that's going well. And those of you that have started school virtually, I hope that's going well as well. I know it's a crazy time, unprecedented time, all that stuff, but we're getting through it together, and I hope you're off to a good start to this fall. Quickly, wanted to check in and give a shout out to Bronx Lacrosse and thank them for all the incredible work that they're doing and helping bring diversity to sport, helping bring conversations and all the things that some folks face when we want to play this sport. I think I was lucky enough that Tom Schreiber and I got to come up to the Bronx. I want to say it was in the February timeframe, but got to get on the field, work with some of the players, obviously work with the coaches, and kind of see firsthand the impact that they're having on young people's lives. So the incredible boys and girls that are part of the program, keep working. You got my support, that's for sure. If you're able, please consider donating to an incredible organization that's doing some really meaningful work in the community. So stay safe, have an awesome night, and I'm sure I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you to all our special guests who shared their words of wisdom. Now, let's direct our attention to Ethan Garcia, who is a 12-year-old attackman in the Bronx Lacrosse program. Take it away, Ethan.
What's up? Ethan from Bronx Lacrosse, and Bronx Lacrosse has helped me so much throughout the year. It could be grocery gift cards during the pandemic, online learning for our classwork and homework, lacrosse practices, and if there's stuff going on at home or stress, you could talk to anyone. Love my team, love my teammates, love my coaches, and best believe I'm gonna win the championship next year.
Can't wait to watch you play next season, Ethan. I've heard you're quite the goal scorer. When you pledge and text to give, your dollars create incredible opportunities for all Bronx Lacrosse players like Ethan and so many other boys and girls. $5,000. That will transport 2 teams to all their games, tournaments, and college trips for an entire year. $2,500 provides after-school tutoring and mentoring for 5 students for an entire school year. $1,000 provides summer lacrosse and enrichment programming for 4 students. $500, that will pay for earbuds for 50 students to use in those virtual tutoring sessions you mentioned, Dan. $250, full new equipment for 2 boys players. $100 provides test prep and materials for 4 students. $50 provides stick and goggles for a girls player. Please text to give and contribute to this amazing organization. Dan, your vision and your passion that you have for Bronx Lacrosse, it's contagious. I want to thank you for having me tonight.
Paul, I want to thank you for hosting us tonight and for this amazing virtual event. And I want to thank you all for coming and supporting tonight to help us raise these critical funds. We hope to see you next year in person.